How we doing, YouTube? Stevie here. Oh, it's been a while. Oh, not at all really that much happening, to be honest with you. I had having some truck issues, and kind of the quiet of the grain season right now before everything really gets to rolling. I think I said on my last video that my Grant Park corn had dried up, so that wasn't the best thing. I had that. I don't know, I did something. I can't remember the last video I did. I think I ran out to Nebraska, I think was the last thing I did that I did online. But anyway, I've been pretty much close to home here since then. Out here working on some fence tonight. I said, you know what, I'll do a video real quick. I'd done one for a while. I don't know, you guys might not be very interested, but I'm watching. Something's walking across that grass over there, and it's a guard cat. I thought it was the dog, but it was a cat. I just seen something, the grass moving on the other side of the truck. My pickup truck's parked right there. Anyway, and I'm working on that fence right there. Get a few more posts planted before dark time. It's late in the evening, 6 o'clock, 6:30. I do a video later on backwater news. I don't know if that's where I'll put all of my politics stuff over there. And don't go over there if you don't want to be offended. Not that I say anything that's offensive, but you might not agree with it politically, so avoid that. And then, I don't know, I just changed the name of this channel. It used to be Steve Lyle Logistics. I changed the name to kind of where I'm going to move this channel to. Steve Lyle Outdoors is what it's going to be called, and it's going to be the little house remodel and working on the homestead here, and cabin life and hermit life, which is my goal, I guess you could say, in life almost, is to become pretty well secluded. That's the plan, especially with all the chaos that's getting ready to happen in the world. Being a little bit secluded might not be a bad idea. But, yeah, so Steve Lyle Outdoors is what you'll have to look for now. I don't know how that works when you go to poke it in, if you go to Steve Lyle Logistics, if it comes up to this right away, or if it'll go to that other, I don't know. But hopefully you guys will keep with me or keep following, and I make some content that's a little bit interesting. The trucking that I'm doing right now, one of the reasons I kind of deviated away a little bit is the trucking that I do right now is really, it's not really that interesting. It's pretty much the same thing every day. And, you know, there's not much to it, and nothing really changes that much on that front. So I don't know that it's really all that interesting in terms of content. There's not that many hopper guys out there. There's not many guys that want to be hopper guys. Maybe for good reason, I don't know. And then... yeah, so I don't know that it's just that, and it's not really that interesting to make, just me doing another video sitting in the corn line, talking about nothing, basically. And then how long did I have to sit in line over in Joliet to get unloaded? That's really the only variables of the whole thing, which is nice. I like that part. As the driver of it, I like that, because I like to do the same thing every day, and I don't, I like those continuous loops. We're just the same. It's predictable, and in terms of revenue and all that stuff. They did cut the grain rate coming back from Grant Park. It was 32 cents. They dropped it to 30, which I really can't blame them, because corn price is horrific, and probably is not going to get better anytime soon. So they're charging, I don't know what their basis is. The basis is, so if the Board of Trade price is, let's just say $4, the basis is what the co-op or the processor, mostly like the co-ops and things, not so much the end user, but the co-ops and things like that. That's what they take off the Board of Trade price. So that's their margin that they put in for their profit. Normally, corn margin or basis, as they call it, corn basis, would be 25, 35 cents in the fall, maybe a little bit more than that. Our local basis right now is 65 cents for fall. That is a big number. And it's a really big number on $3.90 corn. 3.80 corn is even worse. So they just had to cut their cost too. I'm sure that's what it come down to. They had to squeeze everything they could, and the trucking is one of them where they went to. Now on the other side of that, the distiller grain coming back out of South Bend to Joliet, they raised the price on that $2 a ton. So it's almost like a lateral kind of a thing. They made up the one on from the other, and so basically 2 cents times 1,000 is 20. It's basically $8 more, maybe, on your average load. Less coming back on the corn, but a little bit more going. It was $18 a ton to run that from South Bend to Joliet, and it was just 101 miles. And now it was, like I said, it was 18. Now it's 20. So, which is where it was last for quite a long time over summertime. And then they dropped it right when I started to do it. But now it's back up a little bit. But anyway, yeah. So there isn't all that much going on when it comes to that kind of stuff. So. Maybe this kind of homestead stuff, I don't know if you guys will like it that much, but I'd rather make it. And half of why I do this is because I like to make them, really, to be honest with you. I don't want to put stuff out there that you guys like to watch, of course. But like I said, it's got to be interesting enough to do. And that really wasn't. So I'm going to show you this. Well, we're at 6 minutes and 46 minutes. I think I can show you this and at the same time. Not mucking this up too bad. This is a new fence in this new little pasture right here. This was a sunflower. I'm pointing over here. This was a sunflower field last year, and then a food plot. But I got a couple of those horses back last year from my stepson's girlfriend. They broke up, and she was going to keep a couple of them, and then I ended up getting them back. So I needed a little more pasture. Well, their one pasture's over there. I point out stuff. I don't know if you can see it over there. And then this right here is going to be their fall pasture over the next 30 days, maybe. They'll eat it off pretty quickly. And then probably by October, I'll probably shut them off everything, which that's only 3 weeks. Yeah, they'll probably be out here 3 weeks out here. And then I'll shut them up closer to the buildings and start feeding them hay. October, November, December, January, February, March. 6 months. I usually feed them. That's a little longer than I'd like to feed them hay, but it'll give this pasture some time to reestablish. So that's a fence I'm working on right here. But this is the pasture. See, it's pretty good grass out in there. And I should have had them out here nibbling on it already, to be honest with you. But I was kind of focusing on trucking and not so much on some of this other stuff that I was supposed to be doing. But the sun is out in my eyes, but that's okay. Where are we at here? 8:39. Yeah, so anyway, what was I going to say about the, I guess the new channel maybe is what I was talking about. But yeah, I just, I'm going to try to focus on the outdoor stuff that I like to do, and try to encourage you guys to do more outdoor kind of stuff. And the best way to get closer to God is to get outside and get in Mother's nature and getting out into what He created, and get out away from this technology. It's weird, I'm going to be on technology telling you to get off of technology, but I mean, there's nothing wrong with watching some videos where you're not doing anything else, but it's way better to put these phones down and get outside. And I'm really working towards getting rid of as much technology as I can, and these last few years of my life here, kind of simplify, not make things so confusing, so difficult. But anyway, so that's the video for today. Hopefully everybody's doing good, and sorry for the absence for a little bit, but sometimes you got to take a little break from this stuff. So God bless, and we'll talk in soon.